Hello, welcome back to the shed. I'm going to be here to try and do a couple of videos, I think, which will be about refurbishing an SPi Inlet Manifold. This is one that we're going to try and work on. As you can see, the pipes are in a pretty poor state. We're going to refresh those. I'm just going to turn it around so you can see them there. We're also going to replace the core plugs, and hopefully you can see that there. This one down here is got a hole in it, and that's what happens unfortunately when Rover fitted these. They use pretty poor quality steel, and so it just rusts out over time. So yeah, first of all we have to take the pipes out, and then we have to take the core plugs. There's three. There's one up here, and then there's the one here and one here. So you'll see that in the course of the video. See how it goes. First of all though, I do need to remove this bolt here, and we need to take off just those little coloured bits there because they tend to burst into flames when we heat the things up. Okay, next step, we'll be taking the pipes out. Just going to remove the bolt. Not the most exciting thing in the world, but you need to do it in order to get the pipe out. There we go, all done. Yeah, just going to remove the little coloured sleeves. These mark which vacuum pipe should go where. They'll all be pretty rotten, so they might break as I try and pick it off. If not, you just want to pull it over the end of the vacuum pipe. There you go. You can bin them when they come off because we've got nice replacement ones to put on. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one's broken. Look. There we go, all done. We'll replace those with new ones when we get back. Okay. The inlet manifold is now set in a workbench. It's nice and firm. This is obviously a wooden workmate bench. You're going to use a flame, so be careful. Things can set alight. First of all, we're going to get rid of the small pipe. That's the most rotten one and will be the hardest one to get out. I'm just going to heat this area and then we'll remove that pipe. After we've done that, I will continue heating and we'll heat this end and we'll get rid of the big pipe, which should be easier. What I am going to say to you is when you do remove the pipe, I will remind you when I actually do this, you have to just be careful how you twist the pipe because you can damage the aluminium inside. But you'll see that as I do the process. Right, let's fire it up and let's get rid of this pipe. Right, let's heat this up. I'm just heating the aluminium up. It's going to take a little while, so we'll probably speed the video up a little bit, but I'm going to come around and heat from various angles. I'm just using a standard butane propane mix with a standard, it's like a plumber's torch. That's all you need, but obviously you could use hotter if you wish. So go and make a cup of tea or something. Obviously, depending on how dirty things are inside the manifold and around the manifold, you're going to burn stuff off, which is why you see it smoking here. We're getting close to the end now. You can probably see me touching I've got asbestos fingers, but basically I touch the far part of the manifold just to see if it's too hot to touch. Ordinarily, this manifold is quite a dirty manifold, and ordinarily at this point it starts smoking now. Obviously you've been watching it smoke for the entire period. But that's a usual sign. It only usually starts smoking when it's hot enough. So this cooling system is pretty grubby. So when we come to the bit where we're going to use the mole grips to get the small pipe out, it's obvious that this manifold is going to be very, very, very hot. So don't go grabbing the manifold, just be careful with yourselves. Okay, I'm going to give it a go and see what happens. I'm going to keep the torch running in the background because I might need it still. So, got the mole grips. They're just standard mole grips. Actually these are sort of crop shaped ones rather than the stub nose ones. So I'm going to clamp down. You can see the pipe crushes a little bit. And I'm just going to see if it moves, and it's not going to move, so I need to tighten up a bit. No, it's not going to go. I'll do one more time. Clamp. Bit more heating. Right, there we go. You can see that moving now. Got a good grip. So what I'm doing is I'm wiggling backwards and forwards, but I'm keeping this like that direction, perpendicular to the pipe, and I'm slowly pulling out as I do it. As you can see, the pipe is coming out, nice and shiny in there in comparison to the thing. There's the pipe out. Hopefully you can see that. Right. Right, we've moved things around a bit, and now we're going to do this longer pipe. Same process, the manifold's already quite hot, so it shouldn't take too long to heat up this section. So I'm going to try and clamp this on now. See if we can get it to move. Yep, it's moving. Same as before. You're basically waggling backwards and forwards and then slightly pulling, and you'll see the pipe slightly coming out. Put that to one side because I don't need that anymore. There we go, it's all out. There you go, two pipes done. Okay, we're now going to go and take the core plugs out of the manifold. It's now cooled down after we did the pipes. We're going to do the top one first here. We're going to use this large punch to do that, and the technique here is to you've got to get the core plug spinning. So I'm just going to work on one side, hopefully, and that'll be enough to get it spinning, and then we'll just pull it out. So let's get going. It's time to go. There we go, it's spinning. Just let me. There we go, just out. There we go, you can see it's a little bit corroded there, but got rid of that, so that's good. And while it's out, if you look inside, you probably can't see it very much, there's like a build-up of stuff in there. So I recommend you just go in there and with a small punch tap out the sediment that's in there. You're basically clearing the space for the new core plug to go. Yeah, that'll do. Just whizzle it around there, just get some of the loose stuff off, and that's all clear. That's the top one done. I've repositioned the manifold in the bench so I can support it as I try and take this core plug out. Same technique, got to try and get it spinning. Generally this is the hardest one to get out, so this may really take some time. Again, I'm going to work on this edge here and try and get it spinning. Looks like it's going to be easy. There we go. Let me just go and get my mole grips, getting these out. Might just come out anyway. There we go. Another one. See, that one showing a bit more sign of corrosion there. Alright. And now the final piece. So this big one should be pretty easy, but the problem with the big one is it tends to fall in, which makes it harder to get out. But there you go. Same technique. I'm just going to go work around the edge and try and get it spinning. Yep, it's spinning already. Right, so there you go, it's fallen in. Now, technique here. I've got to try and get that out. I'm going to get my pliers. So, here we go. I am going to to get enough purchase to get this out. I am going to have to pull up like this. Now, as you can see, it's very tough. There we go. There we go, and you can actually see on that one's actually got a hole all the way through it. There we go. So that's all the core plugs out. I can see in this one that this needs to have a bit of a clean up in here. I'm just using the punch to clean that up in there. Again, you're trying to clear the way so that the new core plugs can go in nicely. There we go, all done. So that's it, stripped of all the pieces. Next step is I'm going to take it away and I'm going to clean the waterways inside. I'm not going to show a video of that, but basically, because you saw the smoke coming out of it, this thing needs degreasing in the waterways, and I've got some bottle brushes that go in there and into all the waterways, and you just basically clean it out. Yeah, next part 2, will be about putting the pipes in and the core plugs in and how to do all of that. So see you later.